You know what? Let me share something with y'all. You know what a lot of these brothers, you know what a lot of these brothers' defense is when they talking about who or what they are and what they know. A lot of their defense is by their research. You see, it's their research and how much they have attained. You see, knowing their history. You see, knowing their story. You see, and you know, and they recite all the names of these former great people and who's presently great in the minds of them. You see, and I be sitting back and I be listening. I'm saying, God damn, you know, go ahead, man, go forward. Let me see. I just want to see if you're going to say it, man. Please say it. You know what I'm saying? Please say it, man. And they never do. They never do. They always stop on what they know. They're here in the present and they talking about all the knowledge that they have in the past. And your brothers and sisters are out here right now, here in the present. And all those people that you're talking about, they couldn't save these brothers and sisters here in the future. You understand? All the people that this one brother or some of these brothers was reciting here in the future right now, it's the result. It's the result of all the things that they were teaching. Here's the result right now. You see, here's the result. We're living in the result right now of what they were teaching. All the superior knowledge that you're talking about, that you know about, you see, that you brag about. I was watching this one brother, man, listen. And he was talking about all this shit and how these other people ain't shit and you know, he's this and he's that and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, this nigga's sitting in a motherfucking house right now that was created and designed by the motherfucker he hate. I'm looking at all this shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at shit in the back. I ain't looking at him, I'm looking at the background, the structure and shit. You see what I'm saying? And this is what bothers me because they don't see it. They're talking about their regurgitations. You see, they're not present right now and they're not in the future. They're talking about all this other shit. You see, they're comfortable. They got privileges. They're inside of somebody's mind state. You see, or somebody else's creations. You see, they're inside somebody else's creations and they're boasting about what they know, and then they have enough confidence in themselves to try to bring down certain people or try to bring down certain people, you see, because they really don't know, they really have no idea, you see. And just like this one sister I was watching, you know what I'm saying, and I visit her page often, you know what I'm saying, because see, what a lot of people don't know about this young lady is not actually what she's saying. Personally, I can give a damn about what she's saying. You see, I can give a damn. I just wish she wouldn't use certain words, you see, or certain people, you see, but because she is literally beyond everybody that she's quoting. She's beyond them, you see, but I don't think she knows that right now, you see, because people are listening to certain things, but they don't listen to the sounds of these people. They don't listen to the sounds that they give, you see, and a lot of people like myself, that's what we listen to. We listen to their sounds, you see, because this is how we know where they come from and who they are. You see, it's the waves that they give off. You see, and you can't do nothing but smile. I don't give a fuck if she's saying something negative. I don't give a fuck if she's saying something positive. That's not the point. It's her wave. They're her sound waves. You see what I'm saying? That she's giving off, letting people know, people who are actually here in family, you see, who are real true family. You know, she just letting us know who she is. You see what I'm saying? And it feels good. You see, and then you run into other people that's just like that. It's the same equations. You know what I'm saying? It's the same equations. But a lot of people out here, they don't know these things. You know, they don't know, they can't sit back and what? They can't sit back. They listen to like the words you're saying and shit. You know, the words and how much understanding, how much past knowledge that you have. You understand what I'm saying? Past knowledge that you have. And it's wild, man. I mean, it's so wild that it's like these cats, man, they just don't have no clue. But for me personally, I think some of these brothers are some of the coolest motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They some cool ass motherfuckers, but they just can't move in the future. You see, they don't know how to measure the future. You understand what I'm saying? And if you pay attention to where you are right now, you will know that you are the future of those whom you're talking about. And the only thing you got to do is just look at the world, look at your environment, look at where you're at, and then see the effects of all these people who you lift up. See the effects of them. You see? Now, right here now. You see? So, that's how you project the future. You see? That's how you project the future. You see? You have to understand that you are your Lord self right now. You see, in the present, you're your Lord self right now. Everything that's happening right now, your higher self that's in the future, it's going to affect him or her, meaning you. You see, it's going to affect them or the children. You understand what I'm saying? You see, but since you can't see the higher self, since you don't, it's not physical. See, to most people, see, that's your mind state. That's your mind. That's your mind. You can't see it. So you can't see it. It's called non-existence. So since you don't know how to measure non-existence, that means it got you. That means it got you. So that means those who do know how to measure non-existence, what they doing, they spitting thoughts and light inside of this darkness. And they reaping. And then they coming back down to your present and then ripping your community up. Stealing your lands, beating up your children, killing people. You know what I'm saying? Guess what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? You're not here. You're not here, nigga. You in the past. You in the past lifting all these motherfuckers up. You see what I'm saying? Lifting all these people up. And you still in the same house that they were in. And where is your power? Where is your power? And people talking about these Christian people? Let me see if one of you motherfuckers doing all that shit had enough discipline and obedience like those people back in the 20s who developed these Wall Streets all across the country. These were Christians, nigga. These was Christians. What was their discipline? See, what was their discipline? You think they was actually reading a book? Nigga, they know who they were internally. You see, they knew who they were internally. They knew they had things to do. You see? And they made it happen that way. You see? And they weren't talking about all these other bullshit out here. I ain't hear not one. You don't have no record of your ancestors back in the day, 20 years, back in the 20s and shit, talking about Kemet, talking about all these other places and shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they used to talk about that shit. They was strictly in the motherfucking Bible, nigga. How did they do it? How did they do it? They got destroyed because of inferiority complexes, but how did they do it? Can you do that? In a minute, yeah.